Hey everyone, hope you're well. Welcome to another, excuse me, bad start. Welcome to another BookTube. I've just finished reading a really enjoyable book of a plot line that I haven't encountered before, which is always pleasant. The book is called The Water That May Come, and it's written by an author called Amy Lilwall. Now, I was going to say it's a dystopian future, but that's probably not correct. It's set in the future, and it's set in the UK. The years 2032 going into 2033. And the scenario in which this book is set in is rumblings from an Icelandic volcano are predicted to unleash a mega tsunami, which will inundate North America and the British Isles, all of the United Kingdom. So there is a desperate attempt for people to emigrate en masse out of the UK to other countries, and other countries are clearly putting restrictions on who can leave and who would be entitled to travel with passport allocation rules. There is something called the, let me get this right, intimacy test, where for countries that are only accepting couples or families, then you are forced to copulate in front of a jury, which I can't imagine being a pleasant experience, apart from certain adult stars, shall we say. So that's the backdrop of the story, and it's the story of how characters, Jane, her teenage daughter Ashley, their lives, how they unfold. They interact with a megastar, let's call him, called Pinko, a rich playboy millionaire who wants to help them. And you'll come across the reasons as to why as these characters come into each other's lives. And there is another fourth character called Gavin, who's I would say early late teens, who is discovered to be quite a magnificent artist. And there's lots of different plot lines of why they all interact and how they come into their lives. And ultimately it's all about what are they doing with their families to escape the oncoming tsunami that will devastate the United Kingdom. And you can imagine the types of scene that's really well described in the book of, looted shops, London being overgrown and covered in trees, and you also have people who are in disbelief who refuse to accept that this water is going to come, and we interact with those people. And the story is this: who will escape? Where will they escape to? And if so, how? And how do all these characters brilliant interweave? It's a really enjoyable book, what I would describe a traditional page turner, because you do want to find out what happens, whether the water will come, how devastating it will be if it comes. Will they make it out? Will they get together? Will they split up? Who will they meet along the journey? And the journeys are really, really interesting. And we also come across another quite a mystical and somewhat magical character called Padre, who seems to be able to have this knack of seeing things and watching people and knowing their stories. He's very interesting. You'd enjoy it. Go read it. Thanks, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye now.